Treyarch introduced us to zombies nearly a decade ago, and to this day it's become one of the largest parts of Call of Duty. What started out as a little fun project has turned into something with one of the largest followings in the franchise. And while Treyarch has done a lot, and I mean a lot, the recent variations of zombies such as Exo Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies, and now the upcoming World War II zombies have looked to provide fans with what they could do to please them, as well as provide a fresh new outlook on the gameplay. While Black Ops 3 was fantastic for zombies, one feature that did not return was the inclusion of PhD Flopper. Even in the classic maps, which they normally were there with the release of Zombies Chronicles, the fan favorite has been overlooked. No mechanic reworks have been made to implement the dolphin diving system, and if you guys even want to see what it could look like, I did a video a couple of days ago detailing that for you guys if you want to check that out. Little subtle plug here at that. But one such place that the dolphin dive is returning that we do know of, confirmed 100%, is in Call of Duty World War II. It's the first time in over 4 years of sliding, but if you put 2 and 2 together, perhaps we could see some sort of rework of PhD Flopper in World War II. So in this video, I want to discuss with you guys why I think it's possible we could see a rework or some sort of version of PhD Flopper, and I also want to get your feedback here on this as well. So drop down there in the comment section down below if you guys want to see PhD return in some way, shape, or form, some sort of similar effect with it, or something that is just built off of the idea, or do you not necessarily want that at all? Do you want to see what Sledgehammer can do on their own, no reworks or nothing like that? See what they can come up with originally. Feel free to drop whatever it is down there in the comments. This is going to serve as just a discussion video and something similar. But let's start right off the bat here. For those of you guys that are not familiar with PhD, after you end up buying it, any damage that the player would end up doing to themselves, such as explosive and fall damage, all of that is completely nullified. So it's definitely something that is nice for that regard, but one thing that also was a famous mechanic with it was the dolphin dive system that once at a certain height, if you were to jump off a ledge, it would create an explosion for a radius of 7.5 meters upon wherever you landed. So it's very useful, yes, and of course it was a fan favorite, but this then leads into the next stages of development now that we know that this is out of the way. Why is this even something that we can consider as something that might return? Well, firstly, once again, the dolphin dive is returning for the first time since Black Ops 2, which at the time of World War II's launch will have been 4 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about, but it is something that's returning for the first time then. So from a technicality standpoint, it's very easy to think that this could be implemented at that point simply because of that. But the biggest thing to me also comes from the fact that Treyarch has this perfect formula for zombies. It was honestly this perfect formula built out of complete accident, or I guess kind of piddle-footing around the development process and working on a side project that wasn't greenlit at the time, but sparing you the entire backstory of how it was something that was not necessarily supposed to be there. Treyarch made this perfect thing out of what a lot of people would consider to be nothing. So from a developmental standpoint, anybody else that tackles zombies, which is probably going to be a staple now going forward, Activision sees just how profitable this is and how much of a cult following it has now, if you want to call it that. It's honestly a lot more mainstream at this point, which is great, but it does have a major following, which thereby may continue the development process into further games and different versions of it. But while experimenting, developers will always go back to this for familiarity and safety perhaps, and one such way that we can see this is of course with the already existing Exo Zombies and Infinite Warfare Zombies. I don't know a lot of the Sledgehammer team that worked on Exo Zombies, but I do know a decent amount of people within the Infinite Warfare development side of Infinite Warfare Zombies, and they're fantastic people. So this is no knock to them in any way, shape, or form, but that formula sells. So of course, while there are innovations made, there's a lot that has been taken, such as either the perks, the round system, the scoring, the boarding up of windows, the Easter eggs, all that kind of stuff. It all originates back to the Treyarch zombies. So the advantages that these teams such as Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer have, as opposed to what Treyarch has to do, is they can see what the community wants from these specific titles, such as Black Ops 3 Zombies. One thing being that the community outcried for the katana in Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare Zombies gave that almost immediately. They didn't string anybody along for a elongated Easter egg that you had to complete everything from every single map, and then you had to do a convoluted Easter egg within an Easter egg almost in Revelations just to get it to be a wall buy for that specific game. While you do have to complete the Shaolin Shuffle Easter egg to end up getting it in Infinite Warfare Zombies, once you do that though, it's buyable off the wall, and therefore it's kind of just like, well, here's the katana guys, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Meanwhile, Treyarch strung people along for years for that thing. So that's a perfect example for me of that sort of advantage that different development studios have for this sort of zombies experience. So with this being said, everybody wanted to see PhD return, especially within Zombies Chronicles. That was something that with the reveal of that, everybody jumped on that hype train of maybe it's returning, maybe we'll have some sort of chance here with that. And while to this day we still don't have it, that advantage can also then be applied to Sledgehammer, who does have the dolphin diving mechanic, who is going in an adventurous new position with a zombies game mode that is going to be a lot more Dead Space and horror vibe. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes from what we know of Treyarch zombies, but of course that familiarity with that formula definitely can bring back some aspects such as maybe perks, and more specifically maybe one that everybody knew and loved back in the day of Black Ops 1 and perma-perk versions in Black Ops 2, that being PhD floppers. So let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Once again, kind of just summing this up here for you guys, the advantage that these other studios have is they can look at what the community wants and then deliver it how they feel appropriate, while also giving a little bit of a different experience in the zombies game mode for what they think is a cool way to present it. So I think that this definitely will be something that has the possibility to come back. Whether or not it does, I guess we'll see only in time, and only time will tell. But I thought it was interesting because once again, the dolphin dive returning for the first time in 4 years definitely opens up that doorway for the possibility of it returning, assuming that maybe developers didn't change around a little bit of the scripting to make it so it's, say, activated with slide instead of a dolphin dive like we focused on in a video a couple of days ago. But all that said and out of the way, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Do you guys want PhD to return in Call of Duty World War II or some sort of subsidiary version of it? Do you guys want it to return? Do you not want it to return? Do you think it is possible? Do you think it's not possible? Whatever it may be, feel free to drop your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like rating down below. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Call of Duty World War II, both multiplayer and zombies, Zombies Chronicles, zombies in general, Black Ops 3 multiplayer, Modern Warfare Mastered, all that good stuff. We got you covered here up on the channel. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said, thank you dudes so much for watching. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Cool Espresso. Take care and peace.